Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
What did you think of your team's performance in such a game?
As always, I liked parts of it. I thought there was a spell there at the end of the second period that I just get away from doing what makes us successful. But love the start of the game, and I love the way we finished it out. So great effort, great mentality for the situation we were in for tonight's game. So I like that.
Is this the way you wanted your team to close out the regular season?
Oh, for sure. We talked all along about just getting better heading into the playoffs, and I thought we did a good job. We focused on a few little things. Some of the breakouts, I think you could probably see a little different in the way we broke out the puck. Just getting better every day.
How good of a test do you feel like this game served for you guys going into the playoffs?
Well, there's a little bit of a mentality going on. Obviously, a team fighting for their playoff lives gives a little different feel for a game like that. It's great to be playing meaningful games right up into the end of the year, and I think it sets us up good for playoff hockey.
Do you think what Natalie Splitter did in the last two games, basically she put her stamp on the MVP award, do you think?
I'd like to think she's done that for 24 games. I think she's had a great year. Always comes up with goals when we need it. I think she's actually grown her game a little bit in some other areas as well. She's just been someone we've been able to rely on from day one. So I think anytime you get a team that's in first place, in a large part because of the offense that she's been able to produce, I think she definitely is a front runner or a big part of that conversation for sure.
A season high in saves for Campbell tonight. What do you think of her performance for you guys?
Yeah, I thought she was good. She's been steady again too, right? Obviously, everybody talks about the slow start that she had and that we had, but she's been a really steady presence for us. And I think even the way she's managed it as well, she's remained pretty calm and chill and just being, soupy being soupy kind of thing. And just really happy for her, to be honest. I think she's just come a long way in how she embraced that number one role, and it wasn't easy at the start. I think she was feeling the pressure of our team losing, and she found a way to stick with it, and it's good.
Do you have words for Ottawa and Coach Crown?
Words? Just thoughts? Yeah, I think they're a great team. They gave us trouble all year. We've kind of broke down our season into small little 5-game segments, but then we also broke them down into 5-game segments against each opposition. We were successful in all our 5-game series except Ottawa. So they gave us trouble all year. Just a good team. There's some players on that team that I coach. It just shows it's a testament to this league and how tough it is that a team like that is sitting in a position, not in a playoff spot right now. So, it's just a testament to the league, and I'm sure they'll be better moving forward.
You're in a position now to choose. What is that like to be in that position? There's some power and some pressure to that, I imagine?
Yeah, it's territory I've never been in. I don't know if any leagues have ever attempted to do it before. I'd rather be in it than have waiting for someone to select us or not select us. So, it's just added a different dynamic to our team. And the one thing, we've even just had some chats there with players. The one thing that I really like is no players were too focused on it. They didn't want to really occupy a lot of their brain power to worry about it too much. They wanted to at least know exactly who they potentially could select from before they get into it. So I'm sure tonight there'll be a lot of extra thoughts, and it's just a unique situation. I think it's special that the league has come up with a rule like that. Just makes it exciting.
What factors do you weigh?
Oh, so many. I think there's a ton of factors. We've looked at a lot of deep stats and deep analytics on it. You look at travel, you look at preference, you look at where teams are right now. There's so many factors that come into it, and right now I don't think we'd know which one outweighs the other.
Shouldn't it be Boston, because then it gives a chance for a team in this city to actually beat a team from Boston?
I think the Maple Leafs had a great series, to be honest. I thought it was great for them to come back and force a Game 7. So we'll leave it there.
Allie Monroe, two things. Is she okay? And going down to block a shot in a game like this, the way she did.
Yeah, she is okay. Just chatted with her in the cool down. I think her ears are still ringing a little bit. I know Allie. I know for her to stay down, I knew it was something that wasn't good. I think a lot of times when you get a shot like that, it more scares you and kind of freaks you out a little bit. But I think she's going to be fine.
Did she take it in the throat, or was it?
No, more in the, like, near, yeah, just in that protection of the ear cup.
Did you have you had a chance to talk to Jessie? Obviously, she had the major today. Just wondering if you had a conversation with her, and what was that like after she was exited the game because of the major.
Yeah, I think she was. I talked to her in between periods when she was out of the game, and then briefly talked to her after the game. Obviously concerned. She was worried, obviously, to put us down in a 5-minute penalty. We missed her. She's a big cog for us in that playing that third line center role, so we obviously missed her. I looked at the video after it. I looked at the video after the game, and it's quite obvious to me that she tried to slow it. She wasn't skating. She wrapped her arms, was just trying to close and get a pin on the player. And I think it's just one of those plays that catch a player off balance. But there's zero intent there. You can tell if you chatted with her. There's zero intent there for a hit from behind.
When you go into the playoffs as the best team in a good number of categories, does that create any more pressure going in?
I think perceived pressure, maybe. I think from our group, there's no extra pressure. We want to win a championship. We're going to try to do whatever we can to win a championship. We expect whoever we play, whether it's in the first round or the second round, we expect to get the team's best. So the pressure we put on ourselves is just to do whatever we can to win a championship.
Do you think, you go into this thing, and how comforting is it to know that, you guys dictate the terms almost, you know what I mean? It's like you don't have to hope for anything. You guys kind of are the ones that are dictating the terms. Yeah,
a little bit. I mean, once all this is over and teams are selected and everybody knows who they're playing, it's a whole new season. We're starting fresh. The one thing that I think this group has been good at is they've kind of approached it all year this way. I think we've dealt with a lot of adversity at the start of the year, which I think is something that's going to benefit this group. It's benefited us all throughout the year because we knew how terrible it felt early in the year to have the games that we had. So I think we've kind of made up for a lot of that for the bad start. So we've played some playoff hockey to get out of that earlier in the year. So I think it's going to bode well for us moving forward.
Can you tell us just a little bit about the leadership group in the dressing room? I know you've got some veteran players, and what have those leaders meant?
Absolutely everything. When you have someone like LaRock and Fast and Turnbull, I never have to worry about if the right thing's being said when we're not in there as coaches. To be honest, I don't spend a whole lot of time in our dressing room because I have so much trust for them. They're good in a way that, I find a lot of leaders or a lot of players feel that a leadership group or their leadership role is just to bring concerns to coaches or to bring issues to coaches when they all know that it goes both ways. So they're constantly trying to do what's best for our program, and if they see something happen, and whether it's from an athlete or from a coach or a staff member, they have no problem sharing their thoughts and their opinions on it, and they've earned the respect for us to listen and pay attention. And even with this decision moving forward, the leadership group will be a key part in collaborating and getting their thoughts on who we're best paired up with.
Talking about the sort of mentality side of things, like you said, it's a fresh season in the playoffs, but at the same time, you play this game with everybody. You go the full lineup, everybody kind of playing as usual. Can you kind of speak to the mentality behind that, and then how do you think the team kind of came through upon that?
Yeah. The one thing in these last kind of 5 games since that international break, we thought we were in a good position. We just, and I've said it a bunch of times, but we didn't want to have to grind things out. We didn't want to have to to play our top line, past 20 minutes. Obviously Fast and LaRock play a lot of minutes, but we just didn't want to get in that position. And I think a lot of credit goes to the whole depth of our team that we were able to play that way and play everybody in key situations. Someone like Willoughby, for example, has primarily been a 13th forward and now has found herself on a third line right wing, playing key minutes and actually getting the job done. So when you get people like that stepping it up at this point in the year, it just allows you to not tire out those people that are going to play some key and some long minutes in the playoffs. So it's usually a sign of a good team.